Hello, welcome to Biology, the Scientific Study of Life, an introduction to ecology and biosphere. The scope of ecology. Organisms are open systems that interact continuously with their environment. The scientific study of interactions between organisms and the environment is called ecology. These interactions determine both the distribution of organisms and their abundance, leading to three questions that ecologists often ask about organisms. Where do they live? Where do they live? Where they do? And how many are there? Ecologists also study how interactions between organisms and the environment affect phenomena such as the number of species living in a particular area, the cycling of nutrients in a forest or lake, and the growth of populations. Because of its great scope, ecology is an enormously complex and existing area of biology as well as one of critical importance. Ecology reveals the richness of the biosphere, the entire portion of Earth inhabited by life, and can provide the basic understanding that will help us to conserve and sustain that richness. Now, threatened more than ever by human activity, the richness of the biosphere is particularly apparent in tropical forests such as the Panamanian forests, where the heracles, as shown this figure, heracles, scarp beetle, Dinestis heracles, pictured in this figure. Notice that. Lives. Earth's tropical forests are home to millions of species, including an estimated 5 to 50 million still undescribed species of insects, spiders, and other arthropods. In fact, every part of the biosphere is inhabited by diverse life forms, most of which, especially the microbial species, are unknown to science. Ecology is the study of interactions between organisms and the environment. Humans have always had an interest in the distribution and abundance of other organisms. As hunters and gatherers, prehistoric people had to learn where game and edible plants could be found in abundance. With the development of agriculture and the domestication of animals, people learned more about how the environment affects the growth, survival, and reproduction of plants and animals. Later, naturalists from Aristotle to Darwin and beyond observed and described organisms in their natural habitats and systematically recorded their observations, because extraordinary insight can still be gained through this descriptive approach to discovery science. Natural history remains a fundamental part of the science of ecology. In addition to its long history as a descriptive science, ecology is also a rigorous experimental science. Despite the difficulties of conducting experiments in natural environments, ecologists often test their hypotheses through field experiments. The long-term research by Jane Likens and his colleagues in the Hubbard Brook experiment forest is one example, as shown this figure. Other examples of field experiments include studies in which researchers measure the impact of herbivore plant eating on plant species diversity by comparing open control plots to experimental enclosures designed to keep out certain herbivore species, perhaps because of ecologists' focus on complex systems that challenge the capacity of scientists to produce consistent results. Ecologists have been innovators in the areas of